As someone who got into PC gaming less than a year ago, I can honestly say it is a minefield. However, I'm here to make things a little easier, starting with the keyboard. So when it comes to keyboards, there are a few things you need to decide on before buying one. Wired or wireless? When you go wireless, you need to consider battery life if you're just going to have it plugged in all the time. Mechanical keyboard versus normal keyboard. If you go mechanical, what type of keys do you get? Do you go for a full keyboard or a TKL keyboard? How much RGB do you need, and of course the cost. Now what I believe is a great option, particularly for those new to mouse and keyboard, is this. This is the Logitech G815 wired mechanical keyboard with tactile keys. So let's go through why I chose this. I chose to go with a wired keyboard because I don't mind the braided wires, they never get in your way, they never get tangled. Additionally, I don't like the idea of charging up my keyboard every few days or it running out of battery when I'm playing a game or I'm working. Besides, I'd just leave it plugged in the whole time, so why pay the extra for wireless? Of course, if you don't sit near your PC when using the keyboard, then wireless is definitely the way to go. I've read great reviews on the wireless version of this, so you can check that out in the link below. This is a mechanical keyboard which is by far better for gaming. I also use it for work, so when looking at mechanical keyboards you do get different types of keys. If you're looking for a good balance between working keyboard and gaming keyboard, tactile keys are definitely the way to go. You get a nice clicky sound with good response times for gaming. So I have opted for a full keyboard as opposed to a TKL, which is just a keyboard without the number pad at the side essentially. I quite like having the number pad for my work, as well as those multimedia keys at the top, which are great for having music on while you're working. Also on this keyboard there are preset button layouts, so it lets you adjust the colour scheme, have them preset. Maybe you prefer having your WASD keys different colour, that's what I typically use. We also have a button which allows you to switch off certain keys when gaming, saves you from hitting the wrong key or clicking something you didn't mean to, and of course a brightness button. Now a big factor for this keyboard is the macro keys, so if you're a streamer, gamer, editor, this will definitely appeal to you. These can be used to switch screens, mute, add music, lighting. It's basically a small stream deck attached to the side of your keyboard. When you're a relatively small streamer, there's no need to have a proper Elgato stream deck or AverMedia stream deck. However, when you start getting good views, it might be worth investing in that, but for now, you've got everything you need just on the side of your keyboard. Similarly, these can be used for any audio editing, video editing. It's just very handy having some keys that you can use for macros, or you can assign controls in games to them as well. The RGB on this keyboard is completely customisable, as is most Logitech peripherals. You've got Logitech G Hub, which lets you individually select which colour you would like each key to be, including the logo. You can choose individual keys, or you can do groups of keys. At the same time, you can also go into the effects. You can add, for example, wave effects, you can add colour schemes. Some of them are a bit too distracting to be useful, but they make a pretty cool effect. This also lets you sync up effects and colour schemes between different peripherals, so if you've got a few Logitech peripherals, it's very useful for syncing them all up. The build quality is especially impressive. It's got a very sturdy metal back plate, sort of like a polished steel effect. It's got adjustable legs in the back, and of course it's got an additional USB slot on top of the keyboard if you need it. Now for the cost. This is what almost put me off this keyboard, and I have to say I'm very glad it didn't. It costs £165, which is fairly expensive for a keyboard. It is on the upper end, however you will not get a better tactile mechanical keyboard with so much functionality in my opinion. If you want the TKL version without the number pad, it's only £149. In my opinion, you're better going with the bigger one and getting the macro keys and multimedia keys. We've got the link down below if you want to check them out. So, if you're a gamer, streamer or editor and you need a new keyboard, look no further. If this video was helpful, click the like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any future videos, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.